Back chemistry fans, what we're going to attempt to accomplish today is our ionic compounds lab. And what I want to see from this is just some very pretty colors. I want you to start seeing that ionic compounds occur whenever two different materials combine together and they exchange their electrons. They bond together. So we're going to see that in a little quick experiment. It's on a chart, a data table. So I'm going to switch my camera over to that scenario so that you can now just see what's going on with the camera here. And you'll see the chart. It's got a table and or some kind of a matrix, if you will. And each one of these different X's has in front of it a different labeled material. So it says AgNO3. So for all of these X's, we're going to put AgNO3. And here I have AgNO3. So I'm going to put one dot of material on each of those X's. So I'm just going to squirt one little dot right on each one of those positions there. Okay, so I'm done with my AgNO3 at this point. So I'm going to put it off to the side. Don't need it anymore. Over here, it says lead nitrate, PbNO3. So that's going to be my next one that I'm going to do. And so I'm going to find the one that says PbNO3, matches it. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put one little dot on each of these X's here, and hopefully it won't run into the other one as I am adding the dots to it. So now I'm finished with that one. I've got this. Now I'm going to go over here, and you can maybe make it out. It's difficult with that camera to see what it says there, but it actually says CuSO4. It's the blue compound. So I'm going to use CuSO4. And I'm going to put in my dot the same way on here. And I'm going to put a dot on each one of these. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here. Now this one, again, there's a little bit of reflection, but it says MgSO4, magnesium sulfate, magnesium sulfate. So I'm going to do the same here. You're like, why are we just making these dots? Why couldn't we just observe them in the container? Because we're actually going to combine them here in just a second. All right, so the last one over here is the Fe. It's the orange looking material, FeCl3. So I'm going to put that on here. Now this one is a little different in appearance. You can see it's not translucent clear or anything like that. But what I also need you to notice is up here is the same exact material. So now this time I'm going to add a drop to it, but I am not going to allow it to touch those because that will contaminate my container. And so what you're starting to notice is, oh, it has a different appearance here than this one. This one's a little bit more cloudy is what it has. Still, both of them are sort of orange, but a little bit more cloudy. Okay, then I'm going to come over here to Ki is the next row going across, and it's a yellowish compound I've got right here, Ki, and I'm going to add drops to that. Well, it started out as definitely clear, and oh goodness, as I add something to it, you'll notice there was definite changes. Again, a little cloudy, but here, that's mustard yellow, clear. All right, NaOH. So I'm going to use NaOH, going to add dots to that. Ooh, that's an ugly color. There's a little bit of some blue that comes in here. In each one of these distinct new colors are starting to appear on here. All right, so then I got NaCO3. And so I see that that is this one here, NaCO3. So I'm going to add across here to each one of these. Nice white. It's almost got a little yellow to it. This middle one's a pure white. This one definitely has some blue to it. Nothing happening there, but a little bit more orange happening there. And my last one that I'm going to do, this one's going to run in. So I'm going to stop it from doing that. This last one here is the NaPO4. I've got that in my hand, sodium phosphate. So I'm going to add together my drops here, a little yellow down below, a little bit of different colors, each time a little pinkish almost there, and a little bit of yellow dots there, or brownish dots. Okay, so now I have a nice little picture of different compounds that have formed. My goal for you is to choose your favorite color. Which one did you think was the one that attracts to you the most? and you are going to tell me what two materials are made. So I'm going to come over to the screen here and I'm going to do that with you. So I'm going to share my screen. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to first choose the yellow one right here. And notice it's Ki and PbNO3. Ki and PbNO3. So I'm going to take these, and in parentheses, it'll also tell you what materials are being combined together. It tells you which materials are combining together. So Pb and I are the ones that it's going to make here. So I'm going to, share my screen. And I am going to come over here, Pb and I believe is what it said. And so what we need to do is just simply take, why didn't it come over? I don't know why. Here we go. Let's try it a third time. All right. Now we're on the screen and we can draw on here a blank screen. So I had Pb, which is lead, NO3, and it has a 2 with it, and it's going to combine together with Ki. Now, they tell us on the sheet that it's going to be the Pb and the I that are going to combine together, that we see the color from. The other one was just dissolved into the material. So what we're going to do is this Pb, and I know it's charged because it's moving this number backwards to make it a +2, and the I has a charge of -1. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to take those, I'm going to balance it, I'm going to cross it like this, crisscross applesauce, like we talked about in class, and I will have PbI2. The name of this is lead, Roman numeral 2, iodide. And that's what I want from you, is to pick your favorite and for you to write a nice little summary of what I just did of the compound, the color that you observed that you like the most. All right, this is everything that I wish to share with you for this little activity. It's ionic compounds. This is what we're going to practice for the next 2 weeks. Thank you so much. I will talk with you again soon. Farewell. Goodbye.